The Montana dawn was crisp, the kind that makes you feel alive, but as I walked down to my lake, coffee in hand, a chill hit me that had nothing to do with the air. My father's 1994 Alumacraft, the boat where I learned to fish at 8, was defaced with red spray paint screaming HOA property. A new sign staked beside my dock read, Silver Pines Homeowners Association Community Fishing Area, with laminated rules demanding registration and catch logs. Standing on my private shore, leaf streaming like she owned it, was Cynthia Hargrove, the HOA president, declaring a community fishing season on my family's lake. She waved my dad's tackle box, his initials carved into the handle, as a generous donation. My blood boiled, but I didn't shout. I had a better plan. By noon, I'd log the HOA office from the inside, send a bombshell document, and turn her lake party into a legal nightmare. Cynthia had no idea who really owned this waterer who was watching her. I'm Lucas Grant, 30, a former Seattle software engineer who moved to this 47-acre ranch 2 years ago after my dad's death from cancer. This lake, part of our family's land since 1987, was his dream, a quiet haven where I could honor him. The log cabin, simple but steady, overlooked water that sparkled under the pines. Cynthia, a 50-something divorcee with a politician's smile, had been HOA president for a year, turning Silver Pines into her fiefdom. That Monday, her live stream claiming my lake as a shared resource was a power grab, not a mistake. She spoke of neighborhood unity, while neighbors cheered online, unaware she'd painted my boat and stolen my peace. When she knocked on my door, folder in hand, her tone was patronizing. Your ranch is now a community asset, Lucas. The lake, boat, and dock fall under HOA oversight. I demanded legal proof. Her paper cited vague, community standards, but when pressed for boundary records, she deflected, urging me to attend Friday's HOA meeting to resolve things. Her parting shot, "Don't regret this, Lucas," was a veiled threat. Thursday, a process server delivered a 15-page HOA complaint accusing me of violating community standards and obstructing neighborhood initiatives. Neighbors I'd helped with chores had signed it, swayed by Cynthia's charm. The complaint cited my fishing as monopolizing resources, claiming new bylaws subjected pre-HOA properties to community integration. It reeked of a setup. That afternoon, my neighbor Henry Caldwell, a 67-year-old retired county clerk who knew my dad, arrived with a manila folder. Cynthia's been scheming for months, he said, showing documents of her offering neighbors reduced HOA fees to back her against uncooperative owners like me. She targeted 3 other inherited properties, forcing an elderly widow to deed her lakefront cottage to the HOA. Henry's bombshell, Cynthia, broke from a divorce and a revoked law license, worked for Pineview Estates LLC, a developer eyeing rural land for luxury homes. My ranch, with its lake, was a jackpot. Henry led me to my basement, where Dad's old filing cabinet held a secret, 1,987 documents proving we owned the lake and its springs, supplying water to 12 properties, including Silver Pines. Dad had secured these rights, knowing water was power. Cynthia's HOA depended on my springs, yet she claimed my land. A county restraining order, filed by her boyfriend, Inspector Tom Reynolds, banned me from my lake, citing safety violations. Tom's inspection flagged my dock as unstable and my septic as a hazard, suspending all lake use. The timing screamed collusion. Henry's research uncovered more. Pineview Estates, linked to Mayor Ellen Whitaker's campaign funds, planned to turn Silver Pines into a gated community. Cynthia, their community liaison, used fake HOA rules to pressure owners into selling cheap. Cynthia's next move was a Friday HOA meeting, her email screaming, "Community emergency," accusing me of forging documents to defy governance. The clubhouse was tense, packed with her supporters. Her slideshow branded me a threat, flashing photos of my fishing trips as unauthorized use. I stood, distributing 1987 deeds and surveys proving our ownership. Neighbor Clara Wong, who'd researched her own lakefront rights, backed me, my land's private too. When did Cynthia claim it? Henry revealed Cynthia's $120,000 in misused HOA funds unspent on promised sidewalks and parks. The room turned, neighbors demanded an audit. Cynthia stammered, "We'll review this next week," but her grip was slipping. She doubled down, filing a $50,000 lawsuit for defamation and emotional distress, sending letters demanding I retract my evidence. She hired security to monitor me, turning Silver Pines into a surveillance state. My dock was vandalized, spray paint, trash, glass breaking my heart. Henry's courthouse gossip revealed Tom's relationship with Cynthia and Ellen's Pineview ties. I found Cynthia's own violations, an unpermitted patio and an online jewelry business breaking HOA rules. I sent her a letter, resign, or I'd expose her. She sued instead, opening her actions to discovery. Henry and I rallied neighbors, hosting coffee meetings to share our evidence. Clara's petition demanded new leadership. Henry's tech skills honed in retirement gave us an edge, smart locks and cameras in the HOA office. Monday, Cynthia's fishing season party, with Ellen and Tom, celebrated her victory. I slipped into the office, locked it with Henry's system, and broadcasted her corruption fake bylaws, fund misuse, Pineview ties over the outdoor speakers. Her live stream captured her panic as she pounded on the locked door. The crowd, including State Inspector Rachel Foster, an undercover FBI agent, and a prosecutor, listened. Rachel revealed a multi-state fraud probe targeting Pineview. Cynthia's party became a crime scene. She was arrested for fraud and racketeering. Our countersuit, led by lawyer Mark Ellison, exposed Cynthia's $120,000 theft and fake inspections. Mediation forced her resignation, a $2,000 annual HOA payment for lake access, and an apology. Pineview faced charges, Ellen lost her office, and Tom was fired. Clara became HOA president, erasing Cynthia's rules. I opened the lake for community fishing, adding benches and native plants. At a November barbecue, neighbors bonded, free from fear. Cynthia, humbled, apologized. I let greed blind me. I shook her hand, but doubt lingered. Could her remorse last? The lake sparkled, a testament to truth's power, but was another schemer waiting in the wings. The Montana dawn was crisp, the kind that makes you feel alive, but as I walked down to my lake, coffee in hand, a chill hit me that had nothing to do with the air. My father's 1994 Alumacraft, the boat where I learned to fish at 8, was defaced with red spray paint screaming HOA property. A new sign staked beside my dock read, Silver Pines Homeowners Association Community Fishing Area, with laminated rules demanding registration and catch logs. Standing on my private shore, leaf streaming like she owned it, was Cynthia Hargrove,